So it's that time of year again. We are 1 month out-ish from Watches and Wonders this year, and it is time for predictions. Yay! Every year, Ryan and I get together. By the way, my name is George. This is Ryan. We work for Oliver Smith Jeweler. We've been business partners here for
16 years.
Decades. Yeah. Anyway, this is really fun for us to try to predict what is going to happen at Watches and Wonders this year.
I think we got one right.
Well,
all time. Yeah.
I mean, if you throw enough stuff out there, something's going to stick. Right. We're going to just focus on what's important to most of you. It's going to be Rolex and Tudor.
Yep.
We have tried year over year to come up with, to apply logic to Rolex and Tudor, and I'm failing more so than we do get it right. Rolex bought Bucherer, and now they are a retailer as well.
Are they going to make a Bucherer blue dial? Kind of
like double signed.
Yeah, kind of like a double signed. Ooh. Since they are a retailer now, supplying something only for their retailer would actually make sense to me.
I'm just going to kick it off with the same prediction I've been making the past 3 years. I'm going to defend it. I want a 41 millimeter GMT Master 2.
And they're going to debut it on...
they're going to debut it on Coke. Yes. It just makes sense. For years, the Submariner and the GMT Master 2 shared a chassis. They shared a case.
Yep.
A number of years back, they came out with the Submariner 41. And since that year, I've been predicting a 41 millimeter GMT Master for the same reason. It doesn't make sense to have two toolings in your factory, especially when you're having a hard time getting enough watches out there for the people who want them. So I still think, and it's going to sound so wild, that for 3-4 years now,
they still haven't done it.
Yeah. Well, I think they're literally still running through the old cases that they've already stamped out. Stamping out a case is pretty easy, but you have these pre-stamped cases that are just going to go, okay, we're just going to finish these and keep doing this watch. So is this the year? Am I right? We'll see in a month.
Right.
Ryan, you're up.
Well, segue into that. Coke bezel. I've been saying this for the past, I don't know how many videos or how many years now, but I do believe eventually this year, hopefully, we're going to see the red and black bezel finally back.
But do they discontinue something in favor of it?
Probably a Batman.
You think Batman's going to go away? That's a bold statement.
Well, here's the thing, though. That's the only one that actually makes sense to me. Pepsi, I don't think they're ever going to get rid of.
I agree.
The Bruce Wayne just came out. The Riddler debuted a couple years ago, so I think it's too early.
Yeah.
The Batman came out while we were still at Tornado.
2014?
2014-ish, probably. You could be wrong with that.
Yeah.
Comment below. But I do believe if they're going to get rid of something, it's going to be the Batman.
Okay, fair.
And they're going to bring out the Coke and run from there. But I could be absolutely wrong on that.
And by the way, the one thing we were right on was the Coke with Ryan, but it was the wrong brand.
It was the Diet Coke. And that was actually your...
was that my,
yeah, it was actually you. But you said there was already a Coke in existence, and then it came out.
Oh,
and everybody was peppering in the comments there's no Coke, and there was. So
we all manifested that.
Yes,
thank you.
Absolutely. And what I do think is coming next is more OP fun dials, to be honest with you. Now that the Celebration may or may not be discontinued this year.
I think it's discontinued.
Yeah, I've seen enough stuff on it this year that I do believe it will be. But
there was even
Pepsi last year never happened. So
there was even a legitimate news article that the Celebration was discontinued, but it's still on the website.
Right. So that's why I'm like,
there. Was it? Were they predating themselves? Did they jump the gun? It wouldn't surprise me with the way Rolex has been about these high color dials, about these fun dials. It would make a lot of sense to see that get discontinued and see something new.
Something else come out with it. I also feel like they're going to do another piece in titanium. I do not know what it's going to be. I mean, I would like that. I would love to see. I would love to even see a Daytona in titanium, to be honest with you. Kind of go with the racing roots there. All the cars are lightweight.
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
If they do,
make the watch lightweight.
That could be the next Le Mans.
Oh, that would be insane. Yeah.
That would be insane.
Yep.
Do a titanium with a Le Mans dial exhibition back.
Oh my God. I already want it. Yeah.
So Rolex, do that.
Yep.
I've got something. I don't know if it's a prediction, but it's something I would really like to see. Number of years ago, Rolex came out with a mind-blowing movement in the Sky Dweller. It was something if anybody came out with it, I would have been shocked with how good this movement is, how intuitive it is, how smart it is, much less from Rolex, who's not really known for doing high complication.
Correct.
This is just a killer watch. It's too big for me. I would like to see them squeeze that into, heck, if you want to use the rest of the GMT Master 2 chassis, use that, do a GMT Master 41, and then use the rest of them into a different version of the Sky Dweller. That's just my wish to Rolex. My wish to me. I would absolutely love to see a wearable Sky Dweller movement.
Yeah, that would actually be really nice. I also think that they're going to expand upon the 1908 line.
Yeah.
As well. I could see.
I still haven't seen a platinum live, man.
Yeah.
Other than at Watches and Wonders.
I saw a gold live, which is great.
It's fabulous.
If you're a dress watch guy, or even if you're not, you probably respect this watch a little bit.
Yeah.
The fact that they did the brown alligator strap with the green, and it's exactly matched to like the Rolex box. Green on the inside of the strap, that's also leather. It looks so good. Exhibition back. Now that we've kind of gone through Rolex, what are you thinking about Tudor?
I don't know. They have been knocking it out of the park this whole year, and maybe a couple of gaffes. They put out that, was it Miami, the
pink flamingos.
Pink flamingo.
Yeah. Which is actually a turquoise blue dial. So yeah, just kind of let you know.
Well, but they did the pink before that,
which was the Inter Miami watch.
Inter Miami. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
so they did that watch, and I thought it was brilliant. Everybody wanted one. I thought it was great, but then they did that thing that companies do on occasion, where they put it out as a limited edition. They get a lot of people wanting it, so they go, you know what, we're going to keep making it. And I hate that. There's a lot of other brands. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus.
I don't know if they actually ever said it was a limited edition, though, to begin with. I think a lot of people just expected that.
Just assumed?
Okay, yeah. Actually, I don't think they actually promoted it as a limited edition.
But it was kind of cool.
Comment below if you guys remember
if you know the deets. It was really cool. We here at Oliver Smith founded Watch Week Aspen, and we did our inaugural event last year in August. And it's funny, going up to Aspen, it's a flex fest, you know, and I don't have personally a Richard Mille or an AP Ultra Thin, perpetual. So I grabbed a Celebration dial, and it was this little subtle flex up there. It was really, really cool. Thank you, Alan. There were a couple other guys up there who had similar thoughts, and they were wearing that pink chrono. And people were stopping them on the street and being like, where'd you get that? How'd you get that? And I love that, because it's not necessarily about the price tag. It's about having that thing that everybody else is still looking for.
Right.
And then they double down on it with that turquoise blue.
Yep.
Absolutely killer watch. I've not seen that one live yet. Nope. I'm assuming it's just as good as the pink. So again, I find myself in this quandary. When you're doing stuff like that on a regular basis, what do you have like up your sleeve for Watches and Wonders?
Yeah, exactly. If you just drop that middle of the year,
yeah, and I think Tudor's always done a really good job of being like the test bed for colors and materials. I mean, they did a titanium watch, 15 years ago.
Ceramics, all sorts of different things.
So long story short, I don't have any peek behind the curtain with Tudor. I will be flabbergasted by whatever they do. I will probably love whatever they do. They've been really great at hitting those nostalgia vibes, hitting those high-tech vibes. They're just doing everything right. If you're sleeping on Tudor, stop sleeping on Tudor. It's fabulous, man. You got any thoughts?
Actually, I do. So I do think they're going to keep expanding upon that line, that chrono. With the fun dial.
Yeah.
This year, name another soccer team, or, shoot, they're a part of Red Bull Racing, I think.
Sure.
Still.
Yeah.
Probably more materials like carbon fiber and things like that. I could see them doing another bronze watch again this year, making it more limited, special dial.
Yep.
Tudor's such a fun line.
The 925. They did a silver watch. Who's doing a silver watch? Tudor.
And the way it patinas.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It's
I don't
fabulous,
know if any of you guys have seen like an actual patinaed silver. It is so
They did a great job of it. Yeah, they just knocked it out of the park.
So much better than bronze. And I've actually owned a bronze Tudor in the past. And it just patinas so much better, in my opinion, at least. Not the right size for me, though. But yeah, that's where I'd probably be with Tudor this year. I would love to see another colorway of a Black Bay, like a different bezel.
Kind of like their big brother, Logic Fails. But heartfelt, what I really like about both brands is when we do see them at Watches and Wonders, they're not really trying to gauge interest. They're showing you what they made.
Yes.
And a lot of other brands don't do that. Not that they're afraid to, but there's a lot of money in this stuff. So you want to have a success. You want to put it like, okay, here's these 4 watches. Which one do you like? And then that's the one that gets made, kind of a thing. Rolex, Patek, Tudor, they're just showing you what they made already. Do you want it or not? And I love the chutzpah of that. I think they do a really, really good job there.
Absolutely.
So this is actually the first of a few prediction videos we're doing. We want to start with the heavy one for you guys. Get the Rolex and Tudor thing out of the way. We're going to go through a lot of our other favorite brands throughout the month. So please stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe as always, and it's really, really great whenever you guys in town, you stop in and say hi to us, and I can't tell you how much that means to us.
And don't forget, he's actually going out there for Watches and Wonders. So don't forget to actually follow us along through our journey through Watches and Wonders with George, Elizabeth, and Abil. So
Yeah, they call it work.
Yeah.
Huh.